Well, I don't have to like test Marshalls ever because I've been playing them since I was a little kid. So, but I always Mesas and mattresses are always something I like to just circle back and like make sure I got my head on straight. So that's all that's left is the Mesa, right? So this is a 2022 multi-watt dual rec. I've got I've got in the loop a Boss, the 200, whatever it's called. It's their EQ 200. It's like a digital EQ. Just a little dip in the mids, a little dip in the lows, and maybe even a little dip on the highs. Let me see. Yeah, I took a little bit of a dip to try to get some of that. So anyway, there it is. So it's in the loop. Everything else is straight, and I'll use some pedals too. So here is the black Les Paul, and we've got 3 tracks. We've got the first track here, which this is all one cab. This is the Vintage 30 with a 57. The second mic is a Vintage 30 with an M160. The third mic is a 57 on the greenback. So these two are Vintage 30s. That's a greenback. All the same cab. These first two are going into a Brent Averill 1073, and then the greenback 57 is going into an A Designs red. And that's it. Everything's unity gain, or everything's at 0. They're all the same level, basically. So we can do some blending. And then I checked phase, which looked outright crazy. Perfect. Raise that up a little bit. And there it is. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, maybe a sample. It doesn't matter. So anyway, there you go. Okay, so there we go. So black Les Paul in E flat drop C sharp. So that's it. No pedals, just straight in except for the EQ. This is channel 3, modern. Let me just listen to that for a second. Yeah, so maybe a little of this, a little of that. Let's see this. That greenback has got a lot of ooh in it, right? That 160 actually is brighter than I would thought. Could be also a little of this. Maybe a little too much ooh on it. So let's do... Took down a little mids and a little high. A little mids and a little lows. A little bit of highs back. Let me drop those lows and mids. Let me go back to zeroing this. I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. I've been enjoying making them. So here's now with less bass and mids and highs up. Just a touch. A touch too much. So remember, here's the original, and keep in mind, I have to always listen back because look at how the volume difference is. Those are real active EQs. I have to listen back because I'm hearing it in the other room, so I'm not really getting the right representation. So here's the original recording, new recording. Yeah, that's good. That's better. I mean, maybe it's still a little too much. Let's look at it. Let's look at it on the scope. try something. So that's like we're all right above 100. Let me try something. Let me put in the EQ. This is now the graphic in front. Let me zero it. You gotta be careful with this pedal though, man. This thing is no lie. So there we go. EQ pedal 100 lower. I know what it means, right? So here's now I put the EQ in flat. I cut a little 100, a touch of 200, not really. No, yeah, just I mean like a touch of 200 and a little bit of 800 cutting it. This is a dark guitar too, so keep that in mind. And you know, you guys are watching this. This is how you find guitar sounds. You have ideas about what you think maybe is the answer, but you just keep doing it. So here's the last track with the mids and lows cut on the Mesa itself. And now here's with the EQ, the Boss GE7 in front. So yeah, this is better. It's almost a little less gain now because it's cutting the signal. But a little bit of put a little volume on it, just to. So here's your last one prior to the EQ. Now EQ pedal. That's nice. Now if we come here, now we go 808, but now we got to keep in mind we've just boosted the EQ a little bit, so. That's when these things start to fire up, if you know about using rectifiers. Now with the 808. Let me try zeroing the tone. I had the tone boosted a little bit, like it was a little bright on the 808. Now with the tone more neutral. That's a nice sound. I like that sound. And that's all the mics even. So if we did a little blend like this, let's just say. That's nice. Here's all of it even. Yeah, a little wompy. Oh, yeah, let's go like this. It's funny though, 160 is brighter, like it's weird. It must be in a brighter spot, but I like it. Well, here we go. the greenback like inflates it. This is nice, so I like this. Now, now we're gonna go mythos. I can't spell Mumiere. I can't even barely say it. Mythos. Who watched the new what is it? The new. I've been watching it. The new what the heck is it? Jumanji. The brothers Kebabit. The brothers. I can't think of what he's saying now. Kebaba. The brothers Alibaba. So here's Mumiere. Good Lord. A little louder. Here's the 808. And the mythos. Man, I've really gotten the hang of this pedal. It is a little louder, so let me kind of try to even this out a little bit. That's such a great pedal. Okay, so 808. Mythos. It almost sounds like if that 808 and the OCD had a baby. I like that. So I like both those. So again, 808 and mythos. The 808 is drier sounding, so you know, if you want dry, there you go. Now we're gonna go channel 2 vintage. So this is my buddy Nate's. This is his jam. Same EQ in the loop. Let's just see what happens. Let me kill the E. So I'm killing the EQ7. So there is now vintage mode. No. So here's basically this. This is the channel 3 modern mode. And now channel 2 vintage mode. Yeah, it's more like normal sounding. Now we'll put in the GE7. Same settings. I'm not adjusting anything. Oh, sorry. So here's the channel 2 vintage straight. And with the G7. Straight with the GE7. That one I kind of almost like straight, but we'll just stay with the. Well, let's just go. We're gonna go 808 only. Let's get rid of this GE7. Let's go 808. Nice. nice. And then Mythos. And again, I'm not changing any. It's all the same. Mythos is a little louder, a little hotter. Same thing. This is channel 2 vintage with the Mythos. And 808. I like the Mythos. I mean, the 808 sounds more like normal. The Mythos sounds more like 808. Mythos. Oh my god, that's just money. So let's try this. Let's just for Mythos and GE7. We'll bring in the GE7. We got some noise now. It's all so, shutting up. Without the pedal. I probably would do it without it and just EQ it a little bit when I mixed it, but it's either way. And with the EQ also. That's actually nice. It's fangier. It's got a cooler thing, but maybe it's getting more into the heavier side. So let's go to channel. Let's go Mythos now into back to channel 3 modern. Channel 2 vintage. That sounds great. They both sound great. Seriously, I think they sound great. You know, I'm the one that bought it, so it always helps when you like it. But you know what? I don't get attached to this stuff. If I buy something and I don't like it, I dump it. I don't take anything to the bitter end. I'm telling you, man. You know, we can't get too caught up in like brand strong, you know? It's like, all right, now we're going to go Strat channel 1. And this is it. This is going to be probably it, right? This is the clean mode. There's 2 modes on this. Here's clean. So here it is. And pushed. That's pretty cool. I can't even think of what to play. That's a little bit with the woodshed. So here is channel 1 clean Strat. pushed. All right, I like this pushed. Let's try this. Let's try this EQ on, because the pushed is adding this low end. Okay. That's good for now. Yeah, I don't think I like raw mode. I don't think I really do raw mode on the channel 2 or 3. All right, so. Oh, let's open this up so we can get some air in here. Who else is melting? Man, it's hot, hot, hot. I spent the whole morning cleaning up the outside of my house with 3 days of like the worst weather. It was, I mean, and I'm from Florida, man. I've been around some ugly weather, but man, it was even, woo, it was heavy duty. So here is clean with the Strat. Very nice. Now here's pushed with the clean. I just kind of like that. It reminds me of that Van Halen. A little too much gain. I don't know, one of those Van Halen tunes. Just give me something with you started. Got too much low end still. That's okay. It's okay. Let me look at this. Yeah, you would go like this. Low cut. Like that kind of. Still too much lows. I mean, it would depend on the song, but that's nice. Something like that, let's just say for argument, because we're arguing. So here is cleans. Push. That's awesome. And what I would do on that is I would back the gain down a little bit personally, probably for my type of things I like. And I would probably take that bass almost all the way off. That's nice. Now with the woodshed compressor. That Sir Woodshed compressor is just money, and that's with the EQ on too. That's everything right there. Cleans, pushed with the compressor. Man, that's just awesome. And now we go back to channel 3, high gain, modern with the Black Paul. Here's the 808. Mythos. Oh man, it just makes you want to like, here's the Channel 2 Vintage with the 808. And Mythos. And Mythos with the EQ. Like that. And then Channel 1 pushed with the Sir Woodshed. Money. So I don't know if you guys are catching the drift of what I'm doing with these videos is I'm starting a whole bunch of new songs for myself. I mean, I've got client work, but for myself, and I've got ideas, I've got things I'm hearing in my head, and you know, the Matchless and the Mesa, they overlap in certain cool ways. The Marshalls are definitely different. And then I've got Axe Effects, so yeah. There you go, man. Channel 3, modern with the Mythos. Channel 2, vintage with the Mythos. Or 808. Yeah, I mean, it's not, it's, remember I had turned the treble down on the Mythos here, so it could use the treble now here. It's got no EQ, so. There it is, there's with the EQ with no overdrive in Channel 2 Vintage. It's nice, it could use a little bit maybe more grind if you needed it, but yeah, and that's like gain at noon, so it's not cranked. Clean pushed, clean pushed with the Woodshed. Jazz hands later.